Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this week's top 5 camp builds. I had some extremely tough choices to make this week. A lot of awesome camps got sent in. Again, over 20 submissions, I believe, so that is insane. Thank you everyone that did get involved. And yeah, these are the 5 that I decided to come up with. If you've got a different opinion, if you want to put them in a different order, let me know down in the comments. And if you want to check out anyone that's involved, the link for their YouTube channels will be down in the description. For now though, guys, I hope you all enjoy. So if you do, hit that like button and make sure to subscribe, and let's check out this week's top 5 camp builds. Alright guys, coming in at number 5 this week, we have a build by Lady H, and this is a what's it called again, like refinery type of build, and I thought it looked really awesome. It's got some of the new items in there, including this new scaffolding kit that we got, and I thought it worked really well. The use of the catwalks up there, I loved that bit up there where you actually put in that new, the thing out of the actual scoreboard. Can't remember the name of that thing, it's still too new for me to remember names like that, but yeah, that thing looks really good. I really like the use of that scaffold set though. The ramps and stuff I think fitted in really well, and I feel like we haven't seen enough or any of, well yeah, there's been very few. I think many people have actually built a camp around this shelter entrance, creating their own refinery and stuff, and in here in this camp there's a lot of cool mergers, like that vacuum cleaner with the TV screen on top. Thought that was really good. I like the use of the stools as well inside the actual stash box cabinet over there. I like that as well, and overall I thought it worked really well. You've even got a little extractor over there in the middle, as well as the big generator, just to add to that kind of industrial vibe. You can see a lot of the new pit barrels in there and stuff as well to really add to that kind of manufacturing industrial feel as well, and I thought it just worked really well. I'm not too sure on that new floor though, by the way. Of course it is meant to actually be kind of like a stone floor, but I don't know, to me it kind of looks a little bit carpets at times. Like, it looks like a carpet. I don't know, maybe it's just me. Let me know what you think about that floor in the comments. Do you think it's like a carpet looking one, or do you think it actually looks like stone? Because for me it's slightly confusing. But look at them filing cabinets, Jesus Christ, Lady H, that's a lot of filing cabinets. I didn't actually see all them before, but hats off to you for that. I like the use of the wall cabinets over there as well with the stuff on top. I think that really added into the industrial vibe as well, just kind of like when you go into a factory or something like an old school factory, not like a health and safety factory of today. You've got stuff like that, like say if you go in an old garage or something, they've got tools and all sorts on top of literally any bit of space, utilizing all the space they can, and I thought it just worked really well. So awesome job with that, Lady H. Really enjoyed this build. I think it's been a few weeks since you've been in, so welcome back into the top 5. And overall, like, look at this. I love that door when you actually merge it into the wall, just to kind of create a different type of doorway. I always think it works really good when you got the garage door fitted in and stuff. So great job with that. Nice little bedroom to add it into like a homely type of feel. And I love the theme of the build. So great job, Lady H. Congrats at number 5 this week. Now coming in this week at number 4, we have a build by Milne, another person that hasn't been in for a few weeks. So I love this. I love the fact when there's people that have maybe missed out for a few weeks now and they have been getting involved, and then they come back and they get back into the top 5. It's great because it gives a nice kind of mix of everyone coming in and out of the showcase. It's always nice to have different names every week. So hats off to you for getting back in, mate. An awesome job with this build. This is a kind of old traditional pub. I love what you did with the kind of tavern walls at the top there. Really sets off that old English look. I don't know, what is it, or what is it again? Is it kind of like Tudor type of time period? That inside as well looks really good. I love some of the mergers that you had going on here. You've got like when you come over around to the actual bar, you've got kind of, I can't remember what you call it, the things that actually pour the pints out, like the taps. They look really good. I love the fact you managed to fit in the actual kind of like musical stage over here as well, fitting it in and merged it into the whole floors and stuff. I don't know how you actually did that. I'm guessing you just destroyed it and placed it down, or placed it down, destroyed it, and then got foundations in afterwards, I'm gonna guess. But look at the taps over there with the exclamation mark letters on them, working as the kind of tap. Like, that looks amazing. I love the look of them things with the conduits sticking out the top of them and that. I think it actually looks really realistic and stuff with a little speaker on them. It really kind of fits the theme and everything like that. So awesome idea with that. I think that was absolutely perfect. I love that. That was one of my favorite things of the camp. This is what really made me want to put you in this week, Milne, because you did that, which I thought was really cool, looked awesome. And then when we come round to the next room inside of the pub, that is where it also just like ticked all the boxes for me, and I was like, no matter what comes in this week, this build has to be in there somewhere. It just has to be. But yeah, awesome job, mate. Really enjoyed this one. Congratulations at number 4. Let's take a look at that other room, which you can see in the background here and here. We are. So look at this. He's got a pool table and he's merged in some lights on the top there, like the bulb, kind of like vault entrance lamps, I think that is. It looks like, I might be wrong there, but it looks really, really good. Love the use of the conduits on the top as well, just lying flat. I think it looks brilliant. And look at this dartboard as well. What a genius idea. Absolutely love that. That is what made me want to definitely put this in no matter what this week. So great job, mate. Love the innovative ideas. Gotta love it when people do stuff like that, and congratulations at number 4 this week. Alright, so coming in at number 3 for the first time in the top 5, I think. I might be wrong on that, but I think it's the first time Nuka Nurse has got herself in here, and awesome job with this one. I think it was a brilliant build. There's so much clever stuff going on. Like, look at the stairs here. That's like kind of used throughout. You see them at the front of the build, you see them inside the build. You've got like a table crammed into the wall over there. You've got a merge going on here to have the actual violin kind of, it's not a violin, is it a violin or is a violin the small one? I can't remember, but the thing, whatever instrument it is, it's like leaning up against, hiding the chair. Then you've got a little stove going on here with kind of little smoke coming out the top of that alien camp item that we got a few weeks back now, I think it was. Then we've got the Eatertronic. It's just lots and lots of cool stuff going on here. I absolutely love it. Love that light and stuff that's going through the wire, and like the actual roof kind of alignment and stuff, the wall alignment in this is really, really technical. So brilliant job with that, Nuka Nurse. I do think in some areas I would say overly technical or kind of over the top. Like, I don't know why you got a steel pillow on there and this chalkboard. That was the two things that I didn't get. There was the stone pillow, and then over here we've got this chalkboard kind of merge going on, but I couldn't figure out or work out what the theme behind that was. I don't know, I'm just being stupid probably, but overall really solid camp, absolute ingenious type of merging going on. I love this one with the bath, how you've got that kind of, I don't know what you call them things, but the things that go over the top of your bath and you put stuff on. I mean, I wouldn't like to get in this bath. It's dirty and there's bloody frogs climbing around it. But overall, it looks really good. And look at this merge as well on the wall here. You've got a fireplace on the wall, which I thought was really kind of cool and different idea. But overall, just everything about this camp really added in. All the technical stuff going on, all the different merges going on all over the place. Overall, just a really awesome build and really well done. So look at that. There's a little shelf as well going on here with plants and stuff going on. Just such a clever build. Must have took a lot of time. So awesome job, Nuka Nurse, and congratulations at number 3 this week. And look at that, the kind of seats turned sideways there is making its own little planter. What a genius idea that is. Awesome job, Nuka Nurse. Thank you for getting involved, and congratulations at number 3 this week. Alright, so coming in at number 2 this week, we have another person that has not been in the top 5 for quite some time. This is Jack O'Mara, and I just love the transition of this one. The difference between now, where it's the pre-existing structure, to now when it's like all done up in a camp and everything. I think it looks absolutely fantastic, and you've done a great job at actually like working with the pre-existing structure. There's lots of areas in pre-existing structures, where you've kind of got to use some rug glitching and other bits and bobs just to get things fitted and getting them up against certain walls which don't want you to place camp items down so closely. You've also got the kind of gaps in the walls which you might want to fill up in some cases, and you've got to just keep doing all these things to work with the area and make it feel lived in again. Like, as you can see there, the walls have been kind of like patched up and stuff. You come inside, it's got that awesome scrappy vibe. I love that, and it just doesn't look like when you see the new version of it where it's an actual camp, it doesn't look abandoned. It looks lived in. It looks like civilized and stuff like that, and I think it works really, really well. I really enjoyed this one, Jack O'Mara, so great job to see you back in the top 5, mate, and building and stuff and making the videos again. Absolutely love it. But yeah, the alignment of the walls again in this one, as you can see there's a half wall going on. You come inside, it's so condensed and squashed. There's no empty space, there's no open space. Everything has a home, every little gap has something in it, and it's just really, really cool. I really like the way it's done. I really like the bed there as well. A lot of people, I think Nuka Nurse did it as well. I've done it in a couple of my camps where you put a couple of boxes down, stick a mattress on top, but you decide to put a double bed on top, which is slightly different. So nice job with that. I like this little walkway. I think Kalari did a build like this in this location before, where you have this little walkway between the buildings. It's a great location. And then when you come inside of the shop as well, it's really well decorated in here as well, creating this kind of little shop going on. You've got the shelves in the middle, you've got a vendor on one side, lots of cool stuff. And look at the difference between before and after. It just looks fantastic. I have really, really appreciated this one and really enjoyed this one. So great job. I think it's slowly, has he done one of them ones where you load into the world and it's slowly loading in or something? Oh yeah, there it is. But yeah, awesome job, Jackamara. Congrats at number 2 this week. Really, really good build. I really enjoyed it. Alright, so coming in at number 1 this week, when I first watched this video and I first started watching it, I was thinking, well, this is a little bit random. It's just a small little cabin and stuff. And then I started realizing, hang on a minute, it's not just the cabin. He's built around the area and all sorts. And this guy's at number 1 is going to be Nuke's Black Thumb. And I just really appreciate this one. I thought the video was great. It really added to the kind of story, the theme of the camp and stuff like that. And I just thought the way it worked and everything like that was absolutely genius in areas, and you'll see them as we go through it. But overall, a really, really solid camp. I think the decorating was just 10 out of 10. It literally, I don't think it could be better. There's not a single area I look at and go, you know what, it would have been better if you did different wallpaper or place some more items down or whatever, because I just genuinely think this one is really, really well done. It's not like an overly over the top done build or anything like that. It's just, it is what it is. It's a mountainside camp and it's done to pretty much perfection. So awesome job, Nukes. Congratulations on what I think is your second number 1 now. So happy days, mate. Congrats on that and great job with the video. But yeah, let's take a look at the overall thing. You've been given a little bit of the idea of what's going on there with the acting and stuff like that. But as you come inside, that's where all the magic happens. Look at how perfect this place is decorated. The lighting is absolutely just perfect. I love the dim lit, kind of candle lit camp. It makes it feel very apocalyptic, very realistic. I know you've got the like Nixie tube lamps and stuff going on there, but or the asylum lights, one of the two. No, it's not the asylum lights. Asylum lights hang from the ceiling. Them ones on the right, whatever they are, I can't remember. But I really like the way it looks with the all kind of dim lit areas around the place. And there's no like empty space going on. Everything's filled out. Look at the colour and the lighting in this area over here. I absolutely love it with the fire going on and stuff. You've also got the torches on the walls, a nice little sofa. It's just a kind of realistic, kind of law-friendly, kind of like living space going on here. And I really like it. I like the use of all the curtains over there as well. I think that looks quite cool. Rather than just having one, like filling out the entire wall with them. That's quite a cool little touch there as well. And yeah, just overall, a really solid camp. Love the location of it. When you actually come out the back, I'm hoping it's the next bit we're going to see. See over here, you've got like this little walkway bit, and you see the shelter that's actually like merged into the floor a little bit there, which it goes into here. This doesn't count towards the build, but or it kind of does in terms of the actual build. But for the top 5, I just want to share this with you as well because I thought it looked really cool. He goes out the back, and this leads to this little kind of den that he's got in the containers underneath his camp. But overall, great job, mate. Congratulations at number 1 this week. But there you go, guys. That was this week's top 5 camp builds. It was a very, very tough week. It was a bit of a nightmare. There was some really good builds going on, some really tough ones and stuff like that I kind of had to ignore out of the top 5, not for any reason, just because I had to pick 5 and the other ones didn't get in. So they sadly didn't get in. So I'm going to do a quick shout out to them, and if I hopefully we'll pick some things out to mention to people about the camps and stuff like that. But here we go. So we had Frida and Lef, Biowagon, Nuka Nurse, Tofa Wing, Flotten Moyne, Jack O'Mara, Jawa 4, Mrs. Zobo, Vault Girl, Balance the 12, Kalari Builds, who was really close to being in there. It was a really awesome camp what Kalari did. He used up the new prefab, the pub prefab that we got, and it looked really good. I really enjoyed it, but sadly I just felt like the other ones did more. That one was like really perfectly decorated prefab, whereas the other ones built a camp and did other stuff and all that stuff. So that was kind of like the thought behind changing it up. Milne, of course, we saw Milne in the top 5. Mayu, Navigator Players, Moonlight with another just ridiculously bloody placement of a camp. Like, it's on a water tower, I think it was, and the camp was just wrapped around the water tower perfectly. Yeah, just, it says it all, but great job, mate. Honestly, could have been in the top 5 as well. Goldfinger 76, Lady H, Cursed the Trapper, Daka the Wanderer, Destroyer of Time, Nuke's Black Thumb, Gol Thiel, who I didn't actually show off. I was very close to showing off. Golfield did another vehicle that we've seen in recent weeks and stuff. A few people's building them and they're looking really good. It looks awesome. It's basically, he did a little hut with the kind of coffin in there, and then outside he's got like it was Jack? Yeah, Jack Gordon vehicle out the front, and it just looked pretty cool, so I like that one. Maga X-Bray did a similar theme to last week. That was the only reason you didn't make in and stuff. It was another great build, but I thought it was just too similar to last week's. And Vix did a pretty cool little scavenger pit stop as well. It was like along the side of the road, and it just looked very kind of like, looked like it belonged in the area. So great job with that. But yeah, awesome job everyone. Congrats on anyone and everyone that made it into the top 5. It was a nice week. Like literally this week we had not a single person that was in last week. So it's good to have that mix up, that variety, see different people and see what they're building and stuff like that. So I hope you all enjoyed. If you did, hit that like button, make sure to subscribe, and I'll catch you in next week's top 5 camp builds. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye bye.